This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. Yesterday, we were loading data from the staging to the data warehousing. So we have done for the DIM policy table. If you go to mapping document, so we have done for this. We have created all the business rules. The next one today, we're going to be doing DIM policy section. Okay. If you go to DIM policy section, you have not much more. You have one business key that is there already. And the second one is look up on dimension dot policy based on the master number and master sequence number as a policy key and get the policy ID. So this is what I should be able to do. Then the second one is this. These two lookups are pending. One is this lookup, and there's the second one is this lookup and one default value. And we don't have anything else to be implemented. Let me quickly go take one more package, say this one, and I would like to convert. I would like to go to the first package, convert these two into project level connections. Let me right click on this, say convert it to the project. When you convert like this, you will be able to get these connections here. So what is the advantage? Advantage is that this is there for every package. So let me simply go here, say convert it to the project connection. Now you should be able to get source here, and let me go back and say convert as project connection. So that means what? Yeah, that means what? These are the project level connection. Whenever you create a package, so automatically these connections are created. Let me rename this, say DWH underscore load, or DIM policy section. Okay, you have to give this carefully. Now let me drag and drop data flow task, double click on this. Now the data, I wanted to get it from data stage. Stage is OLEDB source. Now the stage table is a stage policy section. So go to the source as a data stage. Now the table or view, I wanted to get from the policy section. Clear? So go to columns, all the things I'm going to be having it. I have a section key, policy key, and blah, blah, blah have. What is the primary key in this table? If you see carefully, the primary key is a business key, that is a section key itself is a primary key in the source table. Clear? So here also section key will be the primary key, that's fine, business key. Now I wanted to take the data, and the next one we have to plan this rule. Okay, so let me copy this and open a notepad. Let me write this. It is telling me lookup on. Okay, lookup on dimension dot policy. So this is the table based on the master number. Okay, based on the master number plus master sequence, and get what is called as a policy key. Policy key you should get based on the policy key, and you should be able to get the based on the policy ID. Clear? So look up on dimension dot policy based on the master number and master sequence number as a policy, get the policy ID. So what is the X reference table? Dimension dot policy, you should be able to take and get the policy ID. Clear? Let me copy this. So let me take copy, simply go here. I wanted to have a lookup transformation. So drag and drop lookup here, and before double clicking on this, let me simply rename and have this. So look up on dimension.policy. Now dimension.policy would be your reference table based on the master number plus master sequence number as a policy key. Now you go to the uh, let me go here. Uh, Go redirect rows to the no match output. Go to connections. Go to data warehouse. What is the reference table? Dimension.policy. So dimension.policy, where is that? We have here. Now you should be able to get the complete data. So this is the reference table. So from the reference table, the reference table is now dimension.policy. In this, what all we need? We need master number and master sequence number as a policy key. That's what they're saying. Master number and master sequence number is a policy key, and get a policy ID as well. So if you go here, master number, master sequence number as a policy key, and you need to get policy ID also. So what all we need to have it. So I don't need remaining columns. Select star from, I need the policy ID plus these three columns. Let me copy this, copy with headers. Let me simply copy and paste it. I've copied three columns, or you can specifically write policy ID, master number, and the master sequence number. These are three columns. Clear? But they're telling me clearly master number plus master sequence number. When you concatenate it, you will be able to get one more. And this is what is called as a policy key. Clear? You have a policy ID, and this one you have to declare that as a policy key. That's what they're saying. Now let me take this query. Okay, I would like to take this query and control C, copy this and go. Don't take the complete table. You have to write like this. Okay, so when you preview, you should be able to get a policy ID, policy key. Now what we need? So you need to, do the lookup on policy key and get the policy ID. So that's what we should do. So there is no policy key here in the dimension table. So you have a master number. If you see carefully, dimension dot policy doesn't have a policy key. So you need to convert, you need to concatenate this into this as a policy key. Clear? And this one I have taken as one more primary key. So this is the query I wanted to use it here. So I'm able to get it. Now you go to columns. Now you say, I have to take policy key. There is a policy key here. So this policy key and this policy key, you have to map it. When I'm trying to map, it is telling me policy key to the lookup column policy key because data types do not match. So when you go and mouse over it, it is telling me DTWSTR. Now if you go and mouse over it, it is telling me DTSTR. Clear? And the length is 100. When you see length is 100, when you go here, and it is telling me, so when you mouse over it, it is telling me DTWSTR and length is 255 as a source. Okay, so this is what we have to do it. Now when you try to okay, so you have to convert because this is the DTWSTR 255. This is DTSTR. Clear? So whatever you have it in the destination has STR. So you need to convert this into STR. Okay. So how to convert already we know. So we go here. So what is that you wanted to convert? Let me take. So the source one is having policy key. This I wanted to say converted underscore policy key. So this is by default DTWSTR. I would like to convert DTSTR and say 50. I would like to have like this. Clear? So I have converted only the policy key, and this is before conversion, this is after conversion, and DTSTR. Now I do like this and double click on this. You go no match, go to the connection. You take, I don't want to take, and I wanted to write this query. This is the query. I want to copy and paste it here, and you should be able to get this. Now this is my reference table and source data. You should not take policy key and policy key. You should not map like this. It is not going to work at all. Clear? So when you come down, there is a converted policy key, and this policy key, you need to map it, get the policy ID. You say underscore lookup. Okay. So this is how you should be able to do that. Clear? So what are the things that you have done? So you have taken data conversion and you take the policy ID, only this, you just check it out and you just convert and string DTWSTR 50. That's it. And we have done this. So this has been done. Then here I don't have anything. Then one more lookup I have to do. Take the copy and try to go to Notepad and do the second one. What is the second one here? Lookup, based on the DBO section reference, right? And based on the section type code and the section type ID from X reference table. So I wanted to implement this as well. Clear? So for that, let me have one more lookup and always get the matching data and click on OK. And let me rename and have like this, double click on this. Now always we need to take, go to connections and you go here and say, what is that section type X reference? Okay. So you take section type X reference, section type X reference. So what all the things we have to map it? So we need to map based on what? Section type code. Where is the section type code? This one too, we have a section type code. Section type code to section type code, you have to map it. Now, when we're mapping it, it is not giving me section type code. When you mouse over it, it is telling me DTWSTR 255. Now, here it is DTSTR 50. Always, whatever you have it in the destination, that is DTSTR. So, this you have to convert. Clear? So, already I have a data conversion here. Let me take uh, one more column, section type code as well. Section type code convert, you need to take, this is converted underscore section type code. Now you say DTSTR and this is also 50. Clear? You can convert everything in the single data conversion only. Now that is available here as well. When you go to the connection, now go to the X and section X type reference. When you go, when you maximize it and come down, okay, you will be able to have conversion, this and this one, conversion section type code, section type code, and get the section type ID. Get the section type ID. So this is what is called underscore, you can say lookup. Like that, you have to keep on converting and do the things there. Now I have done this one as well. Then the default value. Default value is section subtype ID. Okay. So you take section subtype ID. You will say copy this to get the default. Let me have a derived column and give matching data. Right. Now you have to double click on this. Now you create a new column underscore. It is a derived. Okay. You can give a meaningful name. I would like to have derived column and say one. And you say add as a new column. Clear? Section type ID derived. I would like to have this. Now this is also done. Then the next one, the last one is get the, I don't have anything else. Only I have four. I have one, two, three, four here. I need not do anything. I have second lookup, third lookup, and derived column. In between, I have data conversions, and I wanted to take only the destination, OLEDB destination, and I should be able to map. Clear? While mapping, double click on this. You have to take fast load data warehousing. You have to say dimension dot section, right? It is a policy section. What is the table? Dimension dot policy section. You simply go here, policy section, and always you map it carefully. So policy section type ID. So if you see, let me take this and let us verify. Let me take this. Let us verify, are there any automatic numbers in this table as well? Let me verify in this table. So policy section type ID it is automatic number. That means the data should not go to in this column from the source. Automatically numbers are generated, which is identity column. What is identity column? The identity column is called, policy section ID. So when you go, you have to say ignore. Okay, you have to ignore. It should not get any data because which is a identity column. The next one is a section key. I have to go to section key. Now section key is DTWSTR. I have DTSTR. I have to have converted. So I have a section key, right? Section key. Did we convert something here? Section key.
That is,
When you mouse over it,
that is a business key, sir.
yeah, that's fine. Business key, we need to send it, right?
But we
DTWSTR.
didn't converted.
Yeah, that's what. So I would like to verify this is a source column. See, when you mouse over section key, it is a DTWSTR and this DTWSTR, this is section key is STR17. It is not going to work. You have to convert, okay? Convert section key is also clear. All these things you need to convert. Say convert section key into DTSTR only, say 17. 2 minutes. Okay, na? So that you need to convert. Now come down. This is what you have to map it. When you go to policy section, dim policy section, you have to map one by one. So what we need to map here, not section key, converted section key. Okay, like that you need to map section and name. It is DTWSTR. Now here we have DTSTR. This you need to convert. Percentage and everything you have to map it. And the remaining things also you have to properly map it. And policy ID, we have to have policy ID underscore lookup. Date created, date expired, date, all of them, you can ignore them. And the section title is, you can just check all this, it is DTWSTR, it is, STR. So it is not going to work. Now you have section subtype ID. All these things you have to map it and properly and try to execute it. Clear? So this is what you should do it. Just give me 2 minutes break. I'll just, come back.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So you have to check one by one, one by one. So let me go here and always you ensure everything is properly mapped or not. Okay. If it is mapped, then verify, for example, this is automatic number. Thus you should not map any column here, even the column is available. The second one is section key and the destination table. These are the destination columns. These are the source data. So always you have to ensure whatever be the data type that you have it here, the same data type should be there. Now you have DTSTR17. When you mouse over it, you have DTSTR17. Come down. So section long name DTSTR50, you come here. So DTSTR255, clear? So section long name is also problem. So you go, you have a data conversion here. So you should be able to do for each and everything. Clear? Section long name. So this is also, you say converted section long name DTSTR, and which is not 255, which is a 50. Clear? And like that you go, come down. Now when you take the policy section as a dimension table as a destination, now you maximize and do section long name is not mapping. Now you have to give converted section long name. If you run the package, no package will fail, compulsorily it will fail. Okay, so now the next one, go to signed line percentage. It is DTR8, length 0, scale 0, precision 0, all of them are zeros here. Here, signed line percentage, length 0, scale 8, precision 18. So, you have to ensure that this is also properly, you need to have the same scales and everything. Otherwise, you will get a lot of issues. Data may go today, but you need to verify the remaining things also. Length 0, scale 8, precision 18, right? So now when you go, it is telling me data, DTR8, length 0, scale 0, all of them. The data may go today, but tomorrow it may give you a lot of other issues. Now, what is the data type here? It is a DT numeric. Have you seen this? DT numeric. Now, this side, we have in a float DTR8. So, let me come down the next one. Signed order percentage, DT numeric. When you come down, this is 8 and 18. Now when you go here, it is 000. The next one, written order percentage. It is a DT numeric 0, 8 and 18. So everything is, you need to map 0, 8 and 18. Length 0, scale and blah blah blah, and a DT numeric. So you have to go, because sometimes you don't get the issues, but later you will get a lot of other issues. Okay, so you need to take this one, signed line percentage, or aligned order percentage, written percentage. These are the this one, but I wanted to have numeric values. Okay, when you go here, you have some DT numeric. I think something we have DT numeric. Now the scale and everything you have to map them clearly. Clear? When you come down, numeric. So when you come down, it is a numeric. Click on N. So it is numeric. It is, precision 18. Scale is what? Length is what? Okay, you need to clearly check here. So scale 8, precision 18. Scale 8, precision 18. Scale 8, it is very, very important. Okay, scale 8 for everything, and precision is what? 18. Okay, so these are pretty much important values. Even though you are not giving anything now, it may work. So now already Durga Prasad got 365 data, but later it may give you a lot of other data if you don't, check them properly. Clear? So length is 0. I'm not giving anything. Precision is 18, 18, 8 and 8. Why? Because when you go to the destination, go to column mappings, you have to give the converted items only. So you need to give all of them are converted. It is not the copy of, you have to say converted. Okay, converted. The percentage is also converted percentage. This is also converted percentage. Clear? Now you go, you have to map those things there. So this is not the simple one, it is converted. converted percentage and signed order, and you have written order. So done. Section sequence, I have this, and here I have a section sequence. Now section sequence is this side DTSTR2. This is what? You just mouse over it. DTR8 length 0. This is, you need to convert this into DTSTR2. Clear? And the section type ID. So section type ID lookup we have, and section subtype ID. Now section subtype ID. So section, where is in section subtype ID? So section subtype ID is default value 1. We have to give a section subtype ID derived. Section subtype ID derived. Okay. Section title. This is what is called a unique code. Section title, it is DTSTR30. And this is also, you need to map it. Section title and sequence. Sequence is STR2 to go up. So all these things you need to, I think, change. Right? So section title, this two also. Section title is, can say, converted. This is also converted. Section, you can say, sequence. Sequence is DTSTR, STR2. Okay. Now this is title, it is STR, it is, I think, 50. Okay. So this also we have mapped it. Come down. You should be able to go here and sequence, converted sequence, and it is, DTSTR2. And when you go, it is DTSTR2. Clear? And when you go to title, title is converted title. Now title is DTSTR30. Converted title is 50. I have to make this choose something else, 30. Okay, that's fine. I think everything else is the same. Now you go there, you have to make this as a 30. Okay, now done. The everything is perfectly fine. Now you close all but this, close all but this. You say save. Now save everything. Click on the start button. I don't have any data in the dimension dot policy section. Clear? You go and try to do this. Okay. So from tomorrow, I am not going to be doing anything. From tomorrow, you have to do, and you will get all these issues. 365 rows got added. Now we're able to see all the data here. So 1000 rows are moving, and out of 1000, only this much data is gone. So you need to implement a logging for first table and the second table. Go to the first table. So ready-made logging. Go to SSIS menu, logging. Check this logging, SQL Server, and where you wanted to log. I wanted it to log in the stage itself. Okay, that is source. And I would like to add one more, logging to the Windows event. Now check this. So when I wanted to log on error and on post, I say on task failed, on the post execute. Clear? So one logging is implemented. The second logging, second package also have to implement the logging. Go to SSIS logging. check this and go SQL Server because we are doing the logging to the staging, right? So in this also, let us do the logging to the staging. Staging is the source now. Clear? SQL Server. Now I wanted to do the logging for Windows Event Viewer. Click on Add, check. But when should I do the logging? On error, on post execute, on any task failed. Clear? So apart from this, you wanted to have the logging to be done for our own table. So what is the table we have created? So there is a logging table that is available, right? So SSIS logs. So in this also, I would like to have a logging. Select star from the logging table. So in this also, I should be able to log, right? To log, so we should know number of rows which are flowing, right? So to do that, so you need to create one variable, say, you can say a row count, right? So row count, which is integer 30 to 0. Now, before data being loaded, you simply go to, common transformations, take row count and have it there. The row count has to be counted like this. Now this data has to go. Now after everything is loaded, you want it to implement a execute SQL task. This is for the logging, right? Logging has to be done. So here I'm going to be doing logging and the source. Clear? In the staging I'm going to be doing. So what is the statement we should write? Already you know. Insert into these values. We know that the first column is automatic number, so that I need not give. Second one is the question mark, that is package name. Execution time is get date, right? Get date. The row count is also question mark, and the message is this message, Control C, and you can have Control V. Success, package executed successfully. Clear? So these are the two variables that I have to map it. Copy this. Let me go back and have it here. Now, always when you have a question mark, go to parameter mapping. The first one is called a package name, right? Package name, you have to give it there. Where is it? It is gone. Package name, it is varchar, and it is mapped to 0, and parameter size is -1. Whatever be the size, that you need to take as it is. The next one is a row count. Row count is here. Now you say long and you can say 1, it is -1. If you run the package now by mistake also, you get duplicate data. Now if you get the duplicated data, now deleting the duplicate data is very, very difficult. Implement the package. Simply take this, control, copy this, go to the first package also, try to have like this and go, everything is proper. Simply you go to the data flow and try to implement a row count here. Okay, so say row count, you need to have one variable. Fine, you need to have a row count. So number of rows which are flowing, it is going to be counted there. The data is going to be coming here. That's it. After you doing this, you simply go and check parameter mapping. So check everything is properly added. Everything is done. The red mark is gone. Don't execute. If you execute, you get the duplicated data. So I have implemented two loggings. One is called ready-made logging here, right? The second one is called I have implemented the customized logging as well. So then I have done for the two packages. Now remaining things you should do it. Policy coverage, dim transaction type, dim revenue, dim currency, fact premium, fact limit, fact deduction. So these are the things that you should do it. And if you get any issues, we will connect tomorrow, in the same time. Am I clear? Thank you, guys. And if you have any questions, you're welcome. I wanted to see your issues now. Thank you, guys.